Dun 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 dun. Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. It's been a while, but here I am once again, ready to stream, make some music with you guys. I'm gonna be doing stock only. I'm going to let me turn my heater off real quick because it's pretty loud. Right. Waznoida. What's up? What's up? Welcome, welcome. Hopefully the microphone doesn't sound too bad. I'm using my laptop, so I don't have my usual vocal chain that I have set up on my PC. But I think it sounds pretty decent right now. If there's any issues with the audio, please let me know. And I can try and fix that. What's up, Kamika? Will you do some raw minimal sometime again? Yes, I'll be doing some raw minimal soon. I've been real busy. I was out of town for a while, so I haven't made music. I want to make some music, bro. We're gonna make some techno today. Stock only. Only using stock. And possibly using my own patcher preset plugins that I've made, which are all stock as well. And then at the end of this stream, the end of this session, I will be putting my FLP project on Patreon for my beautiful, wonderful, amazing patrons on the Techno King subscription. I'll be putting the FLP up there for you guys, so yeah. I'm gonna go here to drums mode audio, kicks. I really like this kick, attack kick 12. This one's nice too. This one has more like of a low end punch. This one's a little more dry, which is nice because it leaves more space for bass lines. So maybe we'll use that one. I'm gonna turn it up to 126 BPM. And I'm going to loop this section here. I'm gonna turn on advanced looping. Sounds good. What's up, Chris? Sai, what up, Sai? If you're making melodic techno in stock, can you make Reese bassline instead of dotted one? I'm not sure what I'm gonna make today. I'm just gonna go with the flow. I don't have a specific genre or plan in mind. I just want to listen to whatever comes out, you know? I have a feeling it's probably gonna be more on the minimal, raw minimal dark side, but we'll see. We'll see. Kind of want to do some double kicks. Let's see, what if I change it to this one? No, I like this. I like this. I'm also going to try to narrate what I'm doing a little bit more. I know a lot of times I lose track of that and I just go silent. That's because I get so into the track that I forget that I'm streaming. So I'm going to try to do a better job of explaining what it is that I'm doing or like what I have in my mind while I'm producing. So you guys can get a little bit of a better idea of what's happening and not just seeing me like do all these things. So I kind of want to create a type of rolling ambient sound and noise. So for that, I'm gonna bring out Citrus, and I'm gonna use a pad preset from here. I'm not sure which one. I'm just gonna kind of pick a random one and play with it. I'm gonna lower my octaves on my MIDI keyboard. Hello, Robert. I wish I could set this up a little bit better. What can I put here? Just so there you go, that's better. Anima Style. I don't think I've heard their music yet. I've heard that name, but I don't think I've listened to their music yet. I need to listen to more music, that's the thing. That's kind of nice. Hello, I don't know, do you ever thought of making speeches with music using AI technology? I've used some of the AI stuff for music, but I haven't messed with it like too much either. But it's cool, you know, whatever works, whatever, it's all tools. As long as you're not, you know, making it do everything for you, because then you're not really learning. But yeah, it's all a tool, you know. That's kind of nice. We'll keep it for now. We'll keep it for now. Let me just throw that into the mixer. And the kick as well. Let's do another citrus. Probably another pad sound. Okay. I'm gonna add a second pattern so I can make that a little longer. Oh, yes. Let me lower this one a little bit. Oh, that's nice. Let's find a nice little perk. Ooh, that's perfect. That's perfect. Again, I'm only using stock drums and stock plugins. All right, this is what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna call this bongo drums. Let's see, what do I got so far? I'm gonna split this. That way I can start arranging right in the beginning of the track. Was that it? It's just a kick in this. Okay. This kick, I'll probably clone this and I'll make this the intro kick. And I'll just make just a 4 on the floor type of kick for the intro. I'll just keep this going here. This can be the intro, just this little section here. And then this comes in here. And then I can switch out that intro kick for the kick that's here. Pattern 4, I'm gonna call this chords, because that's what these are. Hey, what up, Pro Evo Stevo? Morning, sounding very nice, feeling some light shakers too. Oh yeah, it's coming, it's coming. I'm just getting started here. I'm gonna do the snap here. do actually. Actually, I don't know where they are. I had my little shakers. I don't know if I want to record these in. Maybe later. Yeah. I'm gonna record this in though. Let's get the bass. What's a nice bass? Maybe using, what can we use here? Probably just 3x oscillator, honestly. Or maybe DX10. We can do the E flute. Look at that, those chords. I think it's okay. Interesting. Route that in here. Let's do some sound goodizer on it. Let's rub these snapping hats to the mixer as well. And maybe get a little shaker going. I want some movement in the shaker. I think I might use white noise. I'm gonna see how that works. I'm gonna put here shaker. I'm gonna do. Let me consider the layout here first. I don't know how I feel about that bass. The notes here. G, C, or G sharp, C, C, D sharp, A sharp, D. That would make it C minor. I'm just gonna solo the chords. Might just do that. it with 3x oscillator. I'm gonna turn off all of these oscillators here. I'm just gonna use the first one. I'm gonna put it on this, which is noise, and I'm gonna go ahead and go into the envelope tab, and I'm just gonna create a really short shaker there, noise, and I can turn down the volume here, and I can just roll them. Turn down the volume. Now, what I can do I can slightly create some variation by going here. I'm gonna call this shaker. I'm gonna route this to the mixer, and I'm gonna input a fruity peak controller. I'm gonna do 2 so that they can control different parts of the shaker here. I'm gonna do one called attack LFO control, and then another one called decay LFO control. So I'm gonna go into the attack time here. I'm gonna link to controller. I'm gonna go to this drop down menu, go down to the attack of the LFO, and I'm gonna go attack LFO control LFO. Accept it. Now we pull up the peak controller here, and since this is at 0, the bass can be at 0, and the volume is how much you want to automate that by. I only want it very little, so that it's just slightly changing the attack time. And in the shape, I want the shape to be random, so it's going to have some randomization as far as the attack. And in the speed, I can change this according to the way that I want it to sound. So if I play it, I can change hear that movement. You can change the speed. I want it a little faster like that. That's a little bit much, so I'm going to turn down the volume. I just want it subtly moving, you know. Now, same thing for the attack time. Since the bass is here, I'm gonna copy that value, and now I'm gonna link to control the decay. Go into decay LFO control LFO. Accept. Pull up the LFO here, and on the bass, I gotta match the bass here. So I already copied the value. I'm just gonna go in here, paste value. And then in the volume, same thing, how the amount of decay that you want to automate. I'm gonna turn that up slightly. And same thing, I'm gonna do some randomization. I can change the phase, which is the start of the randomization, which kind of gives it a little bit of a difference compared to the other one. The type of randomization algorithm. And then I can do the speed as well. And it just gives it a much more realistic feeling. And then of course I can go up here and change the velocities to also give it a bit of more a realistic vibe to it. First notes are always lower because they're being sidechained in a way to give that pumping effect. Again, I can change the amount . And the speed as well. And I can also add effects if I want. I can also change the panning. I can do an LFO on it. To give it some stereo effects. And then I can add a reverb to really put it in a nice space. I'm gonna use the Fruity Convolver because I really enjoy this sound from the Fruity Convolver. There you have a really interesting, unique shaker made from 3x oscillator. And you can do a lot here. I can automate this as well. I can do filtering. On this clap as well, I can also add a Fruity Convolver. Put it in that same space. I can do some sidechain now. And sidechain to this track, the kick. Use a kick, sidechain the bass and the chords there. Go to limiter. I already have a preset set up for this, so it's nice and quick. Boom. But if you don't know how, all you gotta do is go into the compression tab, go to sidechain, select the kick once you had already sidechained it, and then just lower the threshold and up the ratio and the knee so that you get some effect going. Your desired pump effect. If you turn it all the way down, it gets pretty intense. That hardcore, so I'm just gonna leave it there. And then to make a preset, all you have to do is just save preset as, and then you save it, under whatever you want. I have it under sidechain. That way next time, it's just a lot easier to set up. And then once you do that, you can just go here to this little arrow where it says save preset as. You click that, hold it, drag it over to whatever else you want to sidechain, and it just copies the exact same settings over. And now this is also sidechained as well, but of course it has to be sidechained here with the kick. Easy stuff. Dum 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 dum. I like that. I'm just gonna call this Tom. I'm gonna throw that in here as well. Oh yeah. Can't forget, it makes your life so much easier. I also forget sometimes, but when it comes to sidechain, it's important to have that preset so you don't have to reroute everything all over again. Here we can input another melodic element. Let me route these toms to the mixer. Flex has some really nice sounds. I'm gonna use this pack here, Arcson. This default one that it always goes to is so good. I use it a lot in my music because it just fits. Check it out. Check it out. Are you ready? Let me hear it in context, because I'm adding a little too much to this one piece. And I gotta remember to go back to the arrangement. Ooh, yes, baby. That sounds nice. I like that transition from this to like this right here. Maybe a little build up there or something. I mean, it still needs transitions and effects and stuff. I'm just trying to get the basic arrangement going. That's it right there. Okay, I'm gonna call this, what's the name of this preset? Dark Resonance. Let me loop that. Yeah, that's nice. I can also layer those snaps with my own if I record that in. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna record that in there. Unused ones. You can do that over here. And I'm only going to use some of these. I liked the ones in the beginning here. I like those right there. This right here, baby. I'm gonna call this recorded snaps. Throw that into the mixer. I'm gonna separate this actually out on this side. And I'm just gonna play this through. I think I'm gonna cut them separately since there's a little bit of noise going on. I'm gonna use this tool here. Just slice them individually. Then I can use this tool, just get a little closer. Get a little closer. Okay, that's good. I wonder if I do a selection, if I can I consolidate time selection? Start. There it is. I can delete these. And I have the consolidated snaps recorded. I can just fade that out. There it is. And I can just delete this one. This is consolidated already. Now, it's very subtle, but it's there. I can just EQ this. Take out some of that low end there. Hey, what up, Rains? The new year has been... It's been good. It's been good. How's it been for you? Yeah, the new year, I spent it with my family, and then I spent it also with my girlfriend. We went to some party. And then the beginning of the year, me and her went on a little trip to San Antonio, and then we went to go visit her sister and her newborn nephew. So it was nice. It was nice to just kind of get out of my house and go and see some new places and experience some new things. We went to a couple of really nice spots. And then I got back and I've just been trying to work. I mean, I've been going to work. I work at a coffee shop, as you guys know, because I stream sometimes from the coffee shop. But yeah, I started working again because I had taken a break so that I could go on that trip. But I started working. I'm not sure how much longer I'm gonna be working there, because I need to focus on my artwork. I have a lot of art commissions that I need to take care of, so I need to focus on that. And then of course I also have music that I want to focus on. So I'm just trying to make it work. I'm trying to make everything work. But everything's been good. Things are going well. That's great. I'm glad that you had a good new year. Hopefully everybody had a good new year, a good start to the year. It's a little crazy right now in the world. I mean, I feel like it always is. There's always something going on. There's always something. Right now, where I'm at, it's cold. We're in the winter time. And there's going to be a really intense cold front coming in starting today, which I'm not looking forward to, because I don't enjoy cold weather. I am really used to the heat here in Texas, so anytime it gets cold, it's a struggle for me. I can handle heat really well because I'm used to it, but when it gets really cold, it's like, oh man, it just makes me not want to do anything, you know? Like, I just want to be in bed, be in my room, not go anywhere. But yeah, I'm excited. I think this year's gonna be great. I'm gonna release music, bro. I'm gonna release music. I told myself I'm just tired of being scared or being so judgmental on myself, on trying to make things perfect. It's like, nah, dude, screw it. Just put it out. And if anything, you can always change it later, you know? You can always change it later, but I just need to put things out. I know you guys remind me all the time too, like, to put things out or when I'm gonna put something out, and it's like, okay, I know you guys want to hear it, so the listeners are there. I just have to put it out. So I'm gonna try to do that this year as much as possible. I have a DistroKid account, so I put it on Spotify, Apple Music, Instagram, all those platforms. I can put my music on. I just don't because I'm so picky, but I'm gonna do it. I'm also gonna focus more on making more content for you guys here on YouTube. I know most of my stuff is streams all the time, which I enjoy because I don't have to put so much work into it. I just click go live and I start making music, and that's a video, But I know that I gotta make more edited content for you guys, more short form content, more tutorial like content. That's why I'm trying to do that more on my live stream as well. Just kind of talk through what it is that I'm doing and why I'm doing the things that I'm doing, so that you guys can understand and maybe apply it to your own music. That drop is so nice. Hey, Christoph. I need to lower the velocity on that one note. I think it's this one right here. It's a little too loud. Maybe I can record some of this. My voice, it sounds a little weird because my fans from my laptop turned on, so you can kind of hear the noise come through, which is frustrating. But it's okay. Oh, they're turning off. Perfect. Alright, I want to add maybe some reverb. Let's do a reverb send here. But I'm going to use Fruity Convolver. I really enjoy this reverb. I'm gonna turn the dry down. I'm gonna turn the wet all the way up. And I'm gonna link my vocals to it. It's a little much. Turn it down. And turn the wet down here a little bit. Ba 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 ba. Down, down, down. Down, 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 down. Down, down, down. Down, down, down. There's a lot of different reverbs you can use here. Ba. Doom, down, doom, down. Dee 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 doo. I really like the spring reverbs. Whoosh, oi, ya, oi, wa, oi, o, pa, po, pa, 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 dee, do, da, ding, ding, ding. Let's see here. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. Ooh. Oui. Please. Ooh. I can always self-convolve. Self-convolve. Stretch. Ooh. Stretch. The ooh. Ooh. Da. 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 Whoa. Wah. 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 Ooh. 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 And then what I can do too is I can add a delay. I'm not going to use Valhalla because I'm sticking to stock only. So in this one I used Fruity Convolver, and this one I can use one of these reverb delays, but I also have my own delay that I made in Patcher. Where is it? It's under my Eterno here. I have this one. MODx has some delay effects in there too, that I can use on my vocals, which would be fun. Let's do this Dimension 333. This is a plugin I made in Patcher. If I go here to the map, you can see all the plugins that I used, which are all stock plugins, to create this this plugin here. And it does a variety of things. I can delay just the left side. I can delay just the right side. I can do both. I can change the timing between both, the feedback amount between both, and I can reverse either side. I can reverse the delay on the left or the right or both. And then I have some effects down here. I have some delay saturation to, as you guessed it, saturate the delay a little bit. I have a delay chorus effect to add some chorus to the delay feedback, and then a filter for the delay, and then a pad effect, which basically turns everything into a pad. So let me show you. can turn the dry signal off, so it's just the wet signal coming through. Wow. Saturation. Chorus. Color. Changes the color of the chorus. Speed. Filter. Resonance. Whoa. And then pad. Ooh. Yeah. Now if I turn my vocals off. Oh, I forgot I can't turn it off and have the effect. But yeah, it's also really nice to record ambience if you want to do that. You can just put a Edison and just record pieces of that. Yeah, so there's that. And then I also have MODx. MODx. I also just realized that I don't think I have a wet and dry knob. Oh yeah, I do, right here in the middle. I forgot. Okay, so I have a dry knob here as well. So if I want, I can just turn that off and not have any signal. That way it doesn't double when I use it as a bus. And there's 6 different effects that I've put into this plugin. Also using Patcher, so everything is just stock FL Studio stuff, as you can see here in the mapping. It's a little crazy, but that's the mapping for the plugin. Wow. This is a delay effect with some glitchiness and craziness. Then there's this one, which is also a delay effect. This one. Wow. This is more for texturing. This is also a delay. And this is a weird texture one. And then delays. More delays. This plugin is usually meant more for adding textures for like raw minimal or if you're trying to add textures to your drums, your hats, things like that, that's when I usually use this, but you can use it on anything really. And that's kind of what I was going after when I made this plugin, was I wanted something that had a variety of different effects that could kind of destroy the sound or modulate the sound without me having to recreate the chains over and over again here. So I was like, I'm just gonna make a plugin in Patcher that has those chains and then just route them to faders so that I can adjust them to my liking. So if I mess with it while this track is on, I can slightly bring it in and you hear the effects. But it's better when you do it very subtly, as ear candy. It comes in, it flows, it breathes, it knows. Oh, baby, here we go. So that's MODx. That's what that does. And then I have HYPNOTIK, which is even more basic. This is a mapping for it. It's very simple. It's just a delay effect as well. But it has it has a lot of feedback. Because I mostly wanted it to create, as the name suggests, a type of hypnotic loop or hypnotic ambience for when I'm making techno. I could do like just a few notes or one note and it'll create a feedback loop, which will give it a nice atmospheric feeling. And again, you can use it in a variety of different ways, but it's just the knob and it's linked to a filter effect and delay effect and fruity convolver effect, and it has some distortion and some more filtering and more delaying, lots of delaying. So if I turn it on, let me turn off the wetness level here. Da 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 da. Oh, ooh! You can hear the delay, delay, delay. Delay, 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 delay. So I really like this one too. Whenever I want to come up with like effects or build up sounds or risers or drop or downlifters, uplifters, all that stuff, I just put this plugin in there. I'll record it either with my mouth, or I'll put or with my voice, or with I'll put in drum sounds, claps, different percussions to create crazy tails, and then use those as effects, as transitions effects and things like that. Just by putting an Edison here and recording it in. But yeah, that's my other plugin. And then the last one is just a panning one. It just pans the sound. It sounds weird right now because it's playing both of them at the same time. That's not what it's meant to do. But yeah. Yeah. Those plugins I have up on Gumroad and on Patreon. I'm thinking about making like a little pack, like putting them all together into a little pack, like how I have them here. I just have these 4. I'm gonna keep making more too. That's another thing I want to do this year, is focus on making more plugins in Patcher, more presets in Patcher. I also want to make a tutorial video for you guys so that you guys can learn how to do it yourself. It's not that hard. It's pretty easy. Sometimes it can get complicated when you want to do complicated things, but for the most part, it's pretty simple. But yeah, it does get, sometimes it requires math, because it requires like a certain, like this plugin right here is called Fruity Formula Controller. So it requires like formulas and math and all that stuff. But for the most part, you don't need that. You can do a lot without it. Oh damn, it's getting chilly in here since I turned my heater off. But alright, let's keep going here. I want to add lyrics, but maybe I should wait on that. I just want to hear and listen to what I could add, you know. Yes, bro. Yes. What is that sound I keep hearing? I keep hearing noise. It has noise? I guess it does. There. tame that. Here, okay, let me turn this off. I feel like here I can add maybe a lead sound, so maybe not delete this just yet. Now let's find a nice lead sound. Let me link this dark resonance over here. This really does make a huge difference, this sound. It adds so much emotion without it. It's nice, but this just like layers. It like branches out the vibe, you know. Now we can add another flex. Let's go into the leads here. Let me lower that volume. Beautiful too. It's a nice layer as well. Pablo. Yes, I'm doing great. How about yourself? Ooh, that's it right there. That's it right there, baby. I had audio on. Delete those. Going here. Is that what I recorded in? No, that's not what I recorded in. Nice. It's nice, and then I can automate that saturation to make it really distorted, but in a nice way. I feel like I can make this sound better in 3x oscillator than it is in flex. Cause all it is like a distorted saw wave or like squared sawtooth. I don't know. Let's see if we can make it. Let's see if we can make it. 3x oscillator. I feel like it's this wave shape. Turn these off. Let me turn down the volume. Yeah. So now we go into the envelope. And now I go into the MODx envelope. I turn on the envelope. Lower the decay time. Increase the attack time. There's a bit of vibrato going on. Okay, let's route it. And I'm gonna do some delay. You can probably add it to these, honestly. I'm gonna unlink my voice to them. Turn down that delay here. Do some delay as well. I think that delay is a little too crazy. I'm just gonna do regular delay 3. Turn the dry signal off, wet on. Do some ping pong delay, panning. Okay. I don't know why it says hypnotic. It always does that, like glitches out like that. Let me turn on that decay or that feedback. And what I can do is add some of that distortion or saturation using a wave shaper. It's a little too much. Makes it nice and distorted there. That's nice. Turn it down just a little bit. And what's cool here is I can also create a slide. Also increase the decay time on the cutoff or the amount. And I can always automate all of these things. Now compare that sound that I just made to this one's a little warmer, but it's just because it's the cutoff is a little bit more. Yeah, baby. I didn't want to copy it exactly, but I did want to make my own. It also has some panning. You can kind of hear the panning, like moving from left to right. Call this lead, and I'm gonna save this preset as, what do we call this? Warm buzz. Save. And now I have that right here in my 3x oscillator. it's cool because if I want, I can use two variations of the sound. If there's a way to modulate the decay time with the velocity so that depending how hard I press on the keys, it can modulate the decay amount. But I don't know how to do that just with the FL Studio plugins, because I know you can do it in Vital. In Vital you can add the velocity to modulate anything in Vital, really, but I'm not sure how to do it with just my MIDI keyboard. Maybe I can look it up real quick. In the meantime, let me play the track through. Found it. Okay, so apparently I can map the velocity of my notes to control anything using the Fruity, what was it? The Fruity envelope controller? Yeah. So let's put it to the test. Let's put it to the test. I'm gonna go into insert. It should be in here somewhere. Controller, Fruity envelope controller. And there's supposed to be a velocity mapping. Here it is. And I think this is the sensitivity for the velocity is in articulator 1. Oh yeah, you can kind of see. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so then I would just link, for example, the decay time or mount. That would be cool. Okay, so I would just need to put link to controller, and then under here I would put Fruity envelope controller articulator 1 accept. It's not doing it. Oh, I think it's because... Is it because it's inverted? Okay, I need to watch a tutorial on this because I don't really understand. Don't really understand. Let's see if we can find a video explaining this. We can watch it together, friends. Oh, I thought my thing was frozen there for a second. YouTube. Okay. Control parameters with velocity FL Studio. Let's see if something comes up. Instantly create pro level chords, FL Studio, reset parameters, how to map velocity to parameters in FL Studio. Is this it? Let's see.
It's the big fitness energy sale at Planet Fitness. Join today for 24 cents.
We're gonna watch this together, friends. Alright, let's see.
Hi guys.
Hi
I'm going to
guys.
show you how you can map velocity to any parameter in FL Studio. To do this, we need to add a layer to our project.
Layer?
And a Fruity keyboard controller. Now for some reason, when you first add a keyboard controller, the default setting has a range of just 2 octaves. You want to set the range to the entire keyboard. So click here, drag to the left, click here, drag
I
to
feel
the
like
right.
there's a different way with the Fruity. How to change on low velocity, how to mix. Let me just look up that exact thing that I'm doing. Fruity envelope controller. Fruity envelope controller velocity. Well, this one's a tutorial on the envelope controller. Let's see.
But with far more flexibility.
Hold on, give me a sec. Let's look through these chapters. Filter modulation, keyboard controller versus envelope controller. Alright, let's see what that is.
That sounds familiar. Isn't that exactly what keyboard controller does? Technically, yes, but with far more flexibility. To demonstrate, I've linked the envelope controller to the master filter in Flex. You'll notice as I play notes in envelope controller, the cutoff and resonance values change simultaneously.
Linking envelope controller target parameters. There are 8 envelopes, articulators per instance of envelope controller, articulator settings, setting the key range, activating envelopes, bipolar versus unipolar, what is envelope and how to use it, sidechain, advanced envelope features, keyboard mapping, graphs, velocity mapping. Let's see.
Velocity mapping is also pretty straightforward. The x-axis is for the incoming velocity, and the y-axis is the output. The XY pad on the front UI sets the input values for the modulation X and Y graphs. In addition to spicing up your envelope, you can use these graphs without using an envelope at all if you enable continuous output here.
Wait, what did he just say?
If you enable continuous output. In addition to spicing up your envelope, you can use these graphs without using an envelope at all if you enable continuous output here.
Continuous output.
The random mapping lets you add randomness to the output. The vertical axis represents the range of possible random values 0 to...
Okay, so then is that what I need to do? Do I need to do continuous output? There's something I'm not doing. I think I'm doing it right, but also I think I'm doing it wrong. Okay, I'm gonna have to go to Google here. I found it on my phone. How to use, I'm just gonna type it in. How to use FL Studio. How to control parameters with velocity. All right. Is this it? No, I think I just watched this. It's under... Oh, let's go to Reddit. How do I link velocity or whatever? Oh, this is in Ableton. Oh, it is asking for FL Studio. In FL, you can use the FL keyboard controller for this. You can link any parameter to its velocity by loading up a keyboard controller, saying link to controller on the parameter you need to control, link to FL keyboard controller velocity rather than note. Okay. So I need a keyboard controller. This one has envelope controller. Hi, I was surprised to find out I couldn't figure this out and more surprised not to be able to blah, blah, blah. Use the fruity envelope controller. Switch to the velocity setting, draw your curve, then right click the knob slider and select the envelope controller using the link to controller option. I just used this myself a few days ago to automate mixer faders. But I just did that and it's not doing what I am thinking it's doing. Use the fruity envelope controller, switch to the velocity setting, then draw your curve, then right click the knob slider and select the envelope controller using link to controller option, which I did. You mean after assigning that, you assign the synth to the mixer channel and then using your MIDI keyboard to play that synth as well move? I think what he is trying to do, link the velocity to something reverb effect, for example, so at the heart of the velocity. Yes, exactly. Thanks, Steven. I had thought of that in the meantime and I had assumed I could do that with Scarlett. Describes the envelope controller is a generator. So I set up a layer channel controlling the envelope generator and the synth. Probably once you do this, assuming you want to send a MIDI to both while playing live, add a layer, add an envelope controller, add a synth, assign both to envelope and synth. It's gotta be more simple than that. All right, let's go back to the one that was talking about the keyboard controller. in FL, you can use the FL keyboard controller for this. You can link any parameter to its velocity by loading up a keyboard controller, saying link to controller on the parameter. Okay. We're learning together, guys. We are learning together. I'm gonna load up a free keyboard controller. Okay. I guess I can change. Let's see. Link to controller, internal controller, fruity keyboard velocity. Accept. I guess I am gonna have to create a layer to link it to that so that it controls it. There's gotta be a simpler way though. Come on, how to use those studio control parameters by velocity. I think it's this one. Oh man, it's getting cold in my room. Okay, how to use full studio control parameters with velocity. It is merit to move parameter by velocity, but for example, you can increase the mix value of the reverb when the velocity is high. It is like this. At first, there is no setting, and then the velocity is used to run the decay of the reverb. Besides, gain is also running at velocity. The first half feels flat, but I think the second half is sharp. Yes, I understand what you're doing. The MIDI notes in the second half look like this. The first half is completely uniform. I think it's right person right rather than which one's better. If you sidechain control parameters with velocity. First of all, it is a necessary plugin, but it uses Patcher and Fruity Envelope Controller. Load Fruity Envelope Controller while loading Patcher as a sound source. Load the sound source. I personally like the sound source here. I'm using anything is fine. Just choose a preset that doesn't respond to velocity when choosing a preset. If you don't know how to set the velocity, Serum Vital have written an article on how to set velocity. So he's doing it by Patcher, which I can do with the velocity mapping, I guess. Allow you have input to move the decay parameters and list as follows. Okay, that's more complicated because it involves more things. I wish there was a simpler way. FL Studio, come on. I should watch this from Seamless. That he explains a lot better. Okay. Velocity to control parameters. FL Studio. Image line, your perfect sound. Reset parameters, use plugin. How to fix control problems with velocity. I think he's using it as well.
Why I love Envato Elements? I love that I don't have to animate my own texting conversation.
Be quiet. One solution is to sample the preset used with the plugin. No, I don't want to do that. I want to use Patcher, keyboard, mod wheel. I guess it is gonna have to be this video. It's the only one.
Alright.
Did somebody comment? This from 2017. It's still useful today. Saved me from frustration. Some sort of contact libraries. Exactly what I was looking for. Unbelievable. Having MIDI out in the middle of the scheme. Okay, let's watch it. Let's watch it together, friends.
Hi guys. I'm going to show you how you can map velocity to any parameter in FL Studio. To do this, we need to add a layer to our project.
A layer.
And a fruity keyboard controller.
Mm-hmm.
Now for some reason, when you first add a keyboard controller, the default setting has a range of just 2 octaves. You want to set the range to the entire keyboard. So click here, drag to the left, click here, drag to the right. Now you've got the entire range of the keyboard selected.
Quality sucks.
The layer needs to be set up so that the fruity keyboard controller and whatever instrument you want to be controlling are children of the layer. You do this by clicking here and selecting the channels you want to be the children. Press Shift if you want to select 2, so press Shift and click. And now click on Set Children.
I gotta use layer more often.
You've got the setting right by clicking on Show Children. So I've got the kick and the keyboard controller selected. That means anything that is played by the layer is sent to both the kick channel and the fruity keyboard controller channel. So for simplicity's sake, I'm just going to use Z Game Editor. So I've opened it up, I've got an image selected, and I'm going to right click on the size, select Link to Controller, and from the internal controller list, I'm going to take Fruity Keyboard Controller Velocity as my source. Click on Accept. Now, you're thinking, not much is happening, and that's because all of our velocities are at the same level. So let's go and mix and match these velocities here. And as you can see, the higher the velocity...
Okay. Let's put it to the test. Let's delete... Well, I don't have to delete it. Let's insert a layer, which would be under what? Miscellaneous? Yeah, layer. And now select the sounds that I'm trying to do here. Put set children. Bam. And now I go to layer. I can show children. Yes, those are my children's. And then I can now go in here. I got drag this way, drag this way. I'm going to create a preset so I don't have to do that every time because that's going to be annoying. I'll go here, save preset as full keyboard. And the thing here is that there's not much I can do for the envelope of the velocity, it seems like. So I go here, link to controller. It's already linked. I guess this is the mapping for it. And I have to play it in layer, but I want to see what it's doing. Let me drag this over here. It's doing it. Look at it. Look at this knob right here. Wow. Okay. Now I wonder if I can do that with the envelope controller now. Because this one, envelope controller gives you so much more flexibility. Now we go into articulator 1, go into the velocity mapping, and then I create my own curve here. And then I link this to controller, to the articulator one, accept. Now let's see if it's gonna modulate. Oh, it is, but it's doing it in the opposite direction. And I would have to maybe switch it. Is it from here to here? Okay, I gotta figure that out, but I'll figure it out later. Yeah, I'll figure that out later. For now, I'm just gonna use the keyboard controller. It's a lot more simple. Go into the full keyboard, boom. And now we go here, link to controller, and velocity, accept. I wish I could set the amount, you know? Yeah, I wish I could set the amount so that it doesn't just go all the way up. That's why I kind of wanted to use the envelope controller, because in the envelope controller you can adjust the base value and the max value. Here you can't, it's kind of just limited to like when I press really hard, I don't want it to go all the way up. Yeah, I gotta figure that out with the envelope controller. Let's see, there it's moving. I don't want it to move. Oh, is it because it has the LFO turned on? I don't want it to move back like that. It's the issue I'm having. Did I just figure it out? I think I did. All right, let's put it to the test. I got it, baby. Hell yeah. I can change the shape now and the amount. Hell yeah. Okay, great. That's great. That's great. What's cool too about the envelope controller is what is it that I changed right now that made it work? I think it was just the envelope. I put it on 0, the LFO on 0, and then the bass on 50. And I put it on velocity mapping. I don't think I turned anything off other than that. Oh yeah, I just turned off the envelope here because it was turned on. I turned it off. And then the LFO as well, it's off. The only thing that's on is the velocity here. And that's articulator 1. So I have 8 different articulators where I can create different velocity mappings, or I can just use this base map for other parameters as well. So I'm going to save this presets. You guys already know you got to save it so you don't have to figure all that out again. I'm going to just call this velocity mapping. Save. All right, baby. And then it's just going to have to be with the layer. What else can I control? I wish I could continue to modulate the sound here without it switching over to the lead. You know what I mean? Because I have to play it in the layer in order to hear it. But as soon as I switch it back to the lead, as soon as I grab the the synth, it goes back just to playing it just by itself here. And that's a problem. There's another problem that I gotta figure out now. And this is why sometimes I get a little frustrated with FL Studio, because it seems like they make things a lot more complicated than they need to be. I feel like these things could be fixed or adjusted to where it's not so complicated to do all these things. Like there should just be like a right click and control with velocity meter, and then have just a graph where you can adjust the amount that the velocity is affecting the parameter, and that's it. You'll be good. You'll be set. I think what I probably have to do in order to have this work together is do what that other guy was doing when I was looking it up, which is put it into Patcher and do it inside of Patcher. So I'm gonna try that now. I'm gonna try that theory now. So let's go into the lead, and I'm gonna put Patcherize, which creates it, loads it into Patcher. So now I have it in Patcher, and now what I can do is I'm gonna add a envelope controller. I'm gonna put the velocity mapping, which I already have here, and I wonder what I can do with the output. I guess would be articulator 1, and then the lead I can go into the MODx amount. I'm gonna activate that, and now I can drag this over here, and I want to say it's gonna work now. Let's see. Am I a genius or what, bro? Now why is it crazy loud like that? And so now I can adjust anything without worrying about having to put it on the layer. Maybe I can do that too. Activate, drag it. Oh, that sounds crazy. Okay, I'm gonna do what's this? The filter. I'm gonna create a different envelope, articulator 2. Turn this off as well, turn this off as well. Go into velocity. And just a little bit here. Now go in here, output control articulator 2. Drag that into the filter. Keep this up here. Can I have both of them up? Now here's another problem I'm encountering. I want to have both of them up. Okay, there you go. There you go. So that I can see the amount. This is some really cool stuff for like sound design in general. it can turn into some really cool stuff if you use it properly. You can do it on a couple of fruity envelope controllers. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Duplicate fruity envelope controller and works. Wait, hold on. The little heart is blocking it. I don't know why they put that there. I wish I could take this off. Like blocks the, I don't know whose idea was to put that there. Duplicate fruity envelope controller and work on other different parameters as well. Well, that's the thing. I don't have to duplicate it. Like, I don't have to duplicate it because there's 8 different articulators. So if I want to edit any other parameter, all I have to do is activate a different, like if I want to create a different, because this one is up to here, right? And it's shaped differently. And that's the way that I like it for the cutoff. And number 2 is for the resonance, but I'm not really going to use it. I was just kind of testing it. But if I want that same shape here, this same velocity map, I can actually just like anything else that I want to activate or modulate, I can just activate here and then link it to there as well, and it'll control just with one Fruity Envelope controller. I don't have to duplicate them because I can just use the same one. Unless you're trying to tell me something else that I'm not really understanding, I guess. But yeah, it's cool. I'm glad I figured this out today. Whoops. And what's cool too, I mean, I would have to put these effects into the patcher. That way it's all connected, because then I can control the amount of, like, for example, the reverb or the delay with the velocity as well. So the harder I hit the notes, the more intense the reverb, and then the lighter I hit the notes, the less intense. It's also depending on the MIDI control that you have. I have the Akai Mpk Mini, and the velocity sensitivity on the Akai is very sharp. Like, in order to get a really low reading of sensitivity, you have to barely touch the note. So, like, I guess it also depends on your MIDI control that you're using, your MIDI keyboard, and how sensitive or how the velocity is set. I wonder if there's a way to program that in the keyboard. It's in the actual MIDI control, in the actual MIDI keyboard itself. Like, I wonder if Akai provides some type of software that allows me to kind of mess with the velocity. You know what? Let me look that up right now. Oh, it's so cold. Hold on, guys. Let me play this track though. Oh man, it's cold. It got cold like out of nowhere. Just creeped up. Oh man. Alright. Let me loop this little section here. Oh, this sounds so nice. Somewhere like distortion, maybe with Destructor. Turn these off. Yeah, I have to like barely, even if I barely touch the note, like the velocity on this MIDI keyboard isn't that great. The sustain would be nice to modulate as well. Evo. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying it. And thank you for coming through for the stream. Hope you have a great day, sir. The stream will be up either way on my YouTube whenever I finish the stream. And the FLP project will be up on Patreon for my Techno King subscribers. We'll be putting out a lot of things for you guys this month, so stay tuned for that. I also want to make some stickers because I'm an artist, you know. I make paintings and drawings and things like that, and I want to make some stickers, like some FL Studio stickers, like just little characters holding the logo or something, or some Eterno stickers, you know, different things. That way I can also send you guys that as like a thank you to my patrons, along with the subscription. You know, you get FLPs and all that stuff, but it'd be cool to send out some art as well. Just little things, you know. But yeah, it's another thing I want to do this year. Another goal is to really build more for Patreon, because it's really helpful. Like, it is really helpful to have those subscribers and to have that support on Patreon. It's really noisy because I have my heater on, but it is way too cold in my room right now, so I had to turn it on. But yeah, everything is stock, and I should save this project actually. Stock only. Go here, Eterno. Stock only. Stock only. Smooth vibe tech. Save. I feel like it needs to be controlled a little more, probably with like a limiter or a compressor. But since I'm using stock only, I can't use these compressors. These are free though from Analog Obsessions. They're really nice. But I'll just use the limiter. That's nice. Okay. Lead. And I'm gonna do some sidechain on that. We can control that a little bit more. up, Rakshit? That's crazy. That's crazy, huh? There it is, baby. Of course, still needs work, but it's already gonna be 6 in the morning, and I should get some sleep because I was gonna be productive since I don't work today. But I have a feeling I'm gonna be very lazy today because it's super cold and it makes me not want to do anything when it's really cold like this, except be in my room and make music or not go out. But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. Hope you guys enjoyed this track. I learned a lot today, just in this stream alone, especially when it comes to the velocity and automating parameters with velocity. I think it's really important. I think it does really nice things for sound design. So this lead is completely just made in 3x oscillator, and then I'm using the velocity to automate the amount in the cutoff envelope and the amount in the yeah, it's just it's just for the cutoff, but it makes such a huge difference. And then of course I have that linked to a reverb and a delay. Without it, still sounds nice. Then you add that flavor. It's really nice. I am from Texas. I live in the United States, in Texas, but originally from Mexico. But yeah, I'm gonna be utilizing that a lot more now that I learned about the the envelope controller. I mean, I already knew about envelope controller, but I didn't know it had that velocity mapping. So I'm probably gonna be creating a lot more instruments within Patcher instead of separately, so that I can automate. So it's pretty cool too that like you can pretty much put any of these into Patcher directly. You just put Patcherize and it'll put the synth into Patcher, and then you can just add an envelope controller. Just make sure to turn off the envelope and the LFO on the velocity mapping so that you're not getting any weird modulation. But yeah, this was really great. And of course, as I stated earlier today, and as the title suggests, this FLP project will be available to my patrons. Right now I have 3 subscribers on Patreon. One of them is subscribed to my support tier, which is just if you just want to support me, you know, and help me out, if you appreciate the videos and stuff. There's that tier, which is like $5, I think I have it for a month. And that's just for genuine support. And then the other tier is I have it for $28. It's called the Techno King tier, and it's $28 a month. And that one you get FLP projects, you get samples, you get my preset, my plugins, my patcher plugins that I made. If you need me to help you, like if you need a one-on-one video chat and you need me to help you out with some stuff in FL Studio, or if you have any questions, or if you want me to give you feedback on your tracks, and we can do like a one-on-one call, and I can provide some assistance to you in that way as well. And yeah, I plan on putting a lot more things on Patreon. Like I said too, I want to make some stickers, and maybe every month send you guys a little pack of custom stickers too. I have a lot of ideas for the Patreon. It's just getting started. But yeah, I want to give a big shout out to Emery Hami. He's been holding it down on Patreon, supporting. I appreciate you. There's Farid Kassam. He's the one that's subscribed to the genuine support tier. And then recently got Vitaly Zelensky, which is one of the Techno King subscribers. He just subscribed. Sorry, I got distracted reading the comment. But yeah, I know my mic is really noisy. I apologize. It's just that I turned my heater on, so it makes a loud noise, and the microphone is picking it up. So every time I talk, it activates it. And I have this noise gate, but it's not really hiding the noise. I need like a noise suppressor or something. Hey, what's up, Michael? But yes, thank you, Pablo, for coming through to the stream. I'm gonna end it already, but I just want to let you guys know about the Patreon stuff. That's where the FLP project's gonna be. And yeah, this video will be up. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a great